to ChristianPublishing.com. That's ChristianPublishing.com. Zulon Press. Book publishing by Christians for Christians. Get your free publishing guide at ChristianPublishing.com. Zulon Press is a division of Salem Communications, the same people who bring you this nifty radio station.
The following program does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff,
it's go time.
That's right. Of this station.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Jason Bible. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today. Get ready. The guide that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at
all right, Jay, stand by. Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2,
now here's
1.
your host, Jason Bible.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Before I get into the show today, I got a buddy of mine that's a real estate investor here in town, shares a whole lot on social media, and he bought this townhouse that a hoarder lived in. And I hope you're not eating when I share this. So he said this person that owned this hoarder house, they flushed a dead cat down the toilet years ago, and in the master toilet, and the master toilet hasn't worked in years. So they sent the plumber in, and guess what they found? A cat. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. So he didn't put any pictures up, thank God. Just random stuff. When you get into this business and you start doing a lot of deals, you start building a network of other real estate investors, and some of them share their experiences on Facebook. So I highly recommend you get on Facebook just to read some of these things. They're absolutely hilarious. One of the folks yesterday bought a house. I think it had an above-ground pool, so I'm not quite sure how this happened, but I have to go back and look at the picture. But she's got a pool, and there's a car in it. I mean, just like a full-size vehicle, like I don't know, it looks like a Volkswagen, like a Golf or something. But you just won't believe the crazy stuff that happens in this business. All right, well, let's get started with the show. Phone number today, 713-785-1817. It's just me in the studio today. I want to continue the conversation we had yesterday, which is, are you an investor or are you an owner? Those are two totally different things. And when people get into this business, they think they're real estate investors. Reality is they're actually trying to build a business. They're trying to be business owners. And those are two totally different things. I'll tell you what it looks like from the financing side. As an investor, you're taking your personal capital and then deploying that capital in real estate projects. You're either lending as a first lien position, let's say from your IRA to a friend of yours that's a real estate investor. Could be lending your money to a hard money lender. We see that a lot with some investors who've got a couple of bucks. They'll lend it to a hard money lender, who then that hard money lender uses that private money and a mix of bank financing to then lend to real estate investors. We also see folks that will do second lien positions. They'll go in and buy, let's say, single family houses, and they'll have out-of-pocket expenses of anywhere between $10,000 and $30,000 a deal. Those folks are really acting as real estate investors, not business owners in real estate. So let's talk about what a business owner does in real estate. A business owner deploys working capital into their marketing and sales pipeline, and they're generating leads and doing deals and generating substantial amounts of cash to then redeploy back into their business. Here's the distinction. If you're a real estate investor, you typically are not generating enough cash to continue to buy more property. I see it all the time. Landlords in particular. You get really excited. You go to a couple of networking events. You sign up for some real estate education. And you're all gung-ho. And you got $100,000 to invest in real estate. It costs you $10,000 to get into a house. It cash flows you $400 a month. You buy 10 houses. You're out of pocket $100,000, and you're making $4,000 a month. Hey, that's great, right? You've got an extra $48,000 of income coming in a year. That's nothing to sneeze at. Median income, household income in the United States is about $50,000, $55,000. You've added the median income of a household in the United States to your household. That's great. Problem is, what just happened? Your business just ended. You bought 10 rental properties and you're making $48,000 a year, but guess what? That means you can only buy 4 houses a year until you generate enough cash. Remember, it takes $10,000 to buy one of these houses, right? With leverage. Let me explain how that math works out. You go buy a house with a hard money loan. It's a temporary loan. You then rehab that house, put a tenant in there. Then once that property is stabilized, meaning there's a tenant in there that's paying rent, you can then refinance that property into a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. It's the exact same mortgage that you probably have on your residence, your personal residence. Depending on your credit and capital, depending on your financial picture, you can put 10 of those types of loans in your name. In fact, depending on what you and your spouse's financial situation is, you can put 10 in your name and you can put 10 in their name. Really awesome. However, the max amount of dollar, like loan to value, the max amount of dollars you can borrow is 70% less repairs. What's that mean? Let's say you're buying $100,000. Let's say the house is worth $100,000 when it's fixed up. You're buying it for $50,000. It needs $20,000 in work. That's $70,000. That's $70,000 out of $100,000. The value when it's all fixed up is $100,000. When you get an appraisal, the appraiser says, hey, it's worth $100,000. You borrowed $70,000 to do the deal. When they refinance that property into a 30-year loan, it will be for the max, which is $70,000. You will have none of your own money in the deal. That's how it works on paper. How it works in the real world, in just about every market across the U.S. If you're buying deals from MLS, if you're buying deals waiting for a wholesaler to bring you a deal, most markets, you are 85% out of pocket, meaning what? If you're buying a house for $100,000, again, the bank will loan you a max of $70,000. However, there are so many people in real estate willing to put more money into a deal to get a return. What's this mean? The house that you could buy for $50,000 as a landlord, another landlord, the market of landlords are willing to pay $65,000 for the opportunity to invest their money.
2 minutes.
Meaning they're $15,000 out of pocket at closing. They're $15,000 out of pocket to make what? Remember, this property, once it's all fixed up, cash flows $400 a month. That's $4,800 a year. So they're making almost 30% rate of return. However, the question is, how much seed capital do you have? A bank will lend you 70%, But deals right now in the landlord market are selling for 85%. Here's a crazy anecdotal story. Talking to one of our folks on our team 2 nights ago. We just wholesaled a deal to a buy and hold landlord at 105%. The landlord market is incredibly hot. You're going to need substantial amounts of cash to bring to closing.
1 minute.
Unless you're running real estate like a business. That's what we teach. If you want to go out there and expose your personal net worth, a couple $100,000 to buy rental properties, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But you're going to get about a 20% rate of return. I should say cash on cash return before you account for capital expenditures. All those cash on cash calculations you see online, forget what's called CapEx. So really, you can kind of take your cash flow and divide it by 2. We get back from the break. I want to talk more about the difference between being an investor and being a business owner in real estate. This is Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mic's off.
Investor loans offering up to 100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100, or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com, noblemoney.com.
NMLS 292143.
Yeah, that cat thing's
8203
disgusting.
Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas, 77070.
If you have cracks in your walls,
Hey, Valley,
ceilings,
did
or
all the
floors, you may have a
tags get
foundation
sorted out
leveling problem.
in Infusionsoft?
Do you have doors that stick or just won't open right? Maybe you have gaps in the bricks of your fireplace. You need Green Tree Foundation Leveling, a fast, high-quality foundation leveling company based here in Houston. They know how hot it gets on the Gulf Coast. High summer temperatures, heavy rainfall, and clay-rich soils are leading causes of foundation cracks. If you have a cracked slab or a shifting foundation, call Green Tree Foundation Leveling at 832-329-1687. How old is your house? Many older homes in our area require foundation repair simply because of our climate and soil conditions. Green Tree Foundation Leveling provides free estimates within 24 hours. They repair concrete slab foundations and pier and beam homes too. The experts at Green Tree Foundation Leveling work fast and offer competitive rates, even a lifetime transferable warranty. Call 832-329-1687 to schedule an appointment with Green Tree Foundation Leveling.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every aspect of a rehab from start to finish with a highly efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects, which has helped us to create our 3 keys to success.
Isn't that crazy?
Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done.
Houses.
Train and maintain quality crews so
what
it
did
gets
it say on
done
the
right,
commercial?
and complete the
almost
work in a proper
700.
order
I mean,
so
they
it gets
do
done
like
fast.
No more managing it
10
yourself.
or 20 a
no more
month,
doing
I
the
think.
work yourself.
That's crazy.
Fast Track Remodeling
yeah,
really does
it's
manage
wild.
it all.
It really is.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
And when you look at it, it's really like
again, that's 832-742-9992,
it's almost like it's just three guys.
or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
It's kind of wild.
This is Business 1110.
All right, my good man. Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. We're talking about the difference between a real estate investor and a business owner in real estate. Big difference. Big difference. A lot of people running around think they're real estate investors and they're really business owners. And they're wondering why their business is failing because they're running it the wrong way. A real estate investor, you're deploying your personal capital against real estate and you're earning a return. As a business owner, you're developing a sales and marketing business in real estate. That's flipping houses, buying houses to rent, or wholesaling houses. That's the distinction. This distinction is that you're generating in your business a surplus of cash, or what most economists call profit. A surplus of cash. You can't do that as a real estate investor because you're constantly deploying your cash as seed capital for every deal you do. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Just know that eventually you run out of what? Seed capital. So you have to develop your own sales and marketing pipeline to continue to generate deal flow. That's the difference. If you're somebody that just wants, a dozen or so rental properties and you got a couple years to do it, it's no big deal. Just go out. You can put 20% down on a deal. Buy a $100,000 house, put 20% down on it. Your basis is now $80,000. PIT on that mortgage plus taxes and insurance, the whole shooting match, I bet is $700 a month maybe. That house probably rents for $1,200, cash flowing $500 a month with no ugly rehab. You got 30 days to close. You already bought a nice house. In fact, I'll tell you what, if you got a couple $100,000, you just want to expose your portfolio to real estate, just find you a nice neighborhood. Houses worth about $150,000. That rent for $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 a month. Go find the nicest little house in the neighborhood and just put 20% down. It'll take you about 30 days to close. When you get that contract executed for the purchase, you'll have 30 days to close on that deal. Go ahead and start marketing the property for rent. Ask the seller if you can put a sign in the yard, put signs in the neighborhood, put it on Craigslist, drop it on MLS, interview some property management companies. By the time you take that property to closing and purchase it, you'll already have a tenant. In fact, you can take the first month's rent and the deposit literally to closing. So $1,800 a month rent, that's $3,600. You're probably about $30,000 out of pocket on a $150,000 house. If I was told that strategy 15 years ago, I think my wife and I would have just bought a rental property a year. Just kind of one a year, starting in our mid to late 20s, buying one a year, on one house, the next house, buy another house, just one a year. Sometimes the market's up, sometimes it's down. Who cares? You're a landlord. Just buy the next one. Just kind of truck along, one house a year. I'm contemplating actually writing a book about this whole strategy because it's not real hard, and it creates an immense amount of wealth the earlier you start. mean, you started in your 40s. Let's say you started at 40. I'm 39. You started at 40. 15 years from now, you're 55. If you put it on a 15-year note, which is probably maybe close to cash flow neutral, maybe a little cash flow negative. You put it on a 15-year note from 40 to 55. That means for the next 15 years, starting at 55, you get a house that's paid off every single year. How's that sound? That's only buying one house a year. What if you bought 2 a year and did that? After 15 years, you got 30 houses. And every year, 2 houses are free and clear. Or, dare I say this, because I hear there's a buy and hold real estate education company in town that says that flipping and wholesaling is stupid. They also tell you to divest of your IRA, which might be the most financially illiterate thing I think I've ever heard. What if you instead bought 2 rental properties a year and flipped 2 houses a year? How would that look? Say you bought 2 rentals, flipped 2 houses, and every other year you took your proceeds from your flip operations and paid off one of your rentals. Buying 4 houses a year, and every year you're paying one off with 2 flips. There's a lot of ways you can do this business. One of the things I'm figuring out, I put a post out there, wrote a blog post, should be up Tuesday morning. We've bought nearly 400 houses in 4 years. And here's what I'll tell you. The more I do this, the more I realize there's only a handful of ways to do this business right. And there's a whole lot of ways to do this business wrong. I was cruising one of the biggest real estate investor forums, I guess you could say, in the world. Really big forum. If you typed in real estate investing in Google, they would come up. I went through and started reading their blog, and I actually posted on Facebook, and I took the post down. Should I start taking these articles and write blog posts on our website, rightpathrealestate.com? Should I start writing on the Right Path Real Estate blog 1 or 2 articles a week refuting all of the articles they keep posting? Because the stuff they had posted was utter garbage. Absolute garbage. No wonder the failure rate for real estate investors is 97%. There's so much there's so much information out there. 99% of it is absolute garbage. It is. It's absolute nonsense. One of my favorite strategies that is the absolute worst is the move in and rehab the house. You buy a house that needs work, you move into it, rehab it while you live in it, and then move to the next house and do the same thing over and over again. That's awful. It's absolutely awful. I'm going to take a couple questions here. By the way, phone number 713-785-1817. Again, that's 713-785-1817. You can also find us at rightpathrealestate.com. Sign up for our email list there. Our Facebook page, Right Path Real Estate. I've got some questions here this morning. Lewis says, hey, Jason, is there a way to get a loan to buy a rental property long term? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of products out there. You can do a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. You're going to have to work with a company like Noble Mortgage to be able to do this. You're not going to call up Wells Fargo. They're just not going to, can they do this? Sure, any Fannie Mae direct lender can, but I'll tell you what, it really takes a specialty lender to do this right. Call Daryl Dyke up there at Noble Mortgage. It's noblemoney.com. and they can get you all sorted out. But yeah, there's plenty of money out there for long-term rental properties. In fact, they've got some investor loan packages now that they don't. I mean, they're almost 100% asset based. They've got all kinds of cool stuff. Let's see what other questions I got here. Question: when a squatter occupies a home you're purchasing, how can an appraisal be conducted if the squatter will not cooperate? House is free and clear, and title is clean. Wow, that is a tough one. Depends on what kind of appraisal they're doing. You can do desktop appraisals. You can do what's called a drive-by appraisal. I've got banks that do drive-by appraisals. They literally drive by the house to make sure it's still standing. But if you need a full-blown get-in-the-house appraisal, that's going to be a tough one. They're a squatter, so you're going to have to start the eviction process. Or find somebody that's willing to lend on the deal. Well, I guess the other question I've had is, were you able to get in the house? If you weren't able to get into the house, what was your offer? We've bought houses sight unseen before, and how we do that is we assume the house needs everything. We assume the house needs an entire, like there's nothing but sticks on the inside of the house. That's how we make an offer there. We've had people call us and say, look, I just want to get rid of this thing. You know, I've got somebody that's in that house that I just can't deal with. I can't get you in the house. And we say, look, we can give you our best offer if we can get in that house. And they say, look, you don't understand. I just want you to write me a check for this thing. I want to be done with it. So we say, okay, here's the deal. We're going to go in and look at that house. We're going to go to the outside, but we're going to have to give you a number based on the house needing a complete rehab.
2 minutes.
And they said, that's fine. So that's going to be a tough one, Matt. If it's a bank requiring it that they have to get inside, you might have to find a different funding source. Or is there a number at which they're willing to forego a full-blown appraisal and willing to do a drive-by or a desktop appraisal? You can always bring more money to closing. They just want less risk. It's really what an appraisal is designed to do. How much risk can a bank take? And that's really one of their risk management tools, is getting an appraisal. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I've been told to buy. So Ginger just shared on here, one of the techniques she was taught is to go buy the house that needs work, move into it, fix it up, and then move out to the next house and do that and rent the old one. And that just doesn't sound like a great strategy. And I'm like, I agree. I don't want to move all my junk over and over again.
1 minute.
It's funny. One of these blogs I read, it's written from like the single college guy or like right out of college kind of perspective. And there's a point in which you get tired of doing your own work. Tom tells a story every now and then. There was an investor that he used to work with when he used to operate Fast Track. Well, the guy said, I want to take tile out of the bid so I can learn how to be a better investor. We're like, how does that make you a better investor? We get back from the break. We're going to take more of your questions, and we're going to compare the difference between being an investor and a business owner. It's Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
Virtuoso Graphics is not your order.
All right, Jay, you have a caller.
Okay.
His name is Rich, and he's from Richmond. And it says, how can you start the beginning process? What is it? Transitioning into having people. Oh, the comment cut off. But it's Rich. It's James from Richmond. All right.
Okay, cool.
Take advantage of our laser engraving services. We can custom engrave on many products available through our catalogs or your own personal items. From large orders to small, we can accommodate your specific needs. We pride ourselves on customer service and work one-on-one with customers to make sure they get a good quality product. Come view our showroom to browse our many samples to get you inspired. Want your business to get noticed? Give us a call at 713-623-4425 or visit our website at virtuoso-graphics.com.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. NextGen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are you an active real estate investor? If so, a real estate attorney is a crucial member to add to your team. Contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. Ehlert Law serves clients in real estate and business law with principal offices in Houston and their acquisitions and dispositions. We are equipped to serve you in your residential and commercial real estate law needs. Contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. We draft and review docs and structured transactions and represent you in disputes and litigation. Or choose one of our transaction packages to cover your sub-2, wholesale, wraps, or private financing deals. Our business and commercial services include business contracts, entity formations, and business consultations. If you need a reliable, dedicated firm to serve on your team, contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120.
Who was our caller? Did you say it was Jeff?
346-231-1120.
Write this down.
Paid for by Gerald Ehlert, principal offices in Houston, not board certified by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase? You've come to the right place. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the loan process. My team believes in putting people and culture before results. Our company concentrates on building those teams who operate with structure, process, and recognition for going the extra mile for you. This way, we have the energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started.
1 minute.
I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Investor Loan Source is Houston's premier investor loan company. Our products and approval process are unique in the Houston marketplace. First of all, we loan based on the asset alone. That means no credit minimums, no income requirements, and no reserve minimums. Second, we have short-term loans for fix and flips and several long-term options for rental properties. Since we're asset-based lenders, everyone is approved. Check out Investor Loan Source at ils.cash. That's ils.cash.
All right,
This
Jay,
is
stand
Business
by.
1110.
Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. We got a caller, James. Welcome to the show. You're on with Jason Bible. What can I do for you?
Hey, thanks, Jason. Listen, just something maybe you can briefly touch on that. You know, I get your system. I've talked to you about it before, and I'm in that sales and marketing strategy right now to get this thing launched. I'm by myself trying to do this. I want to get people's processes in place. I want an acquisitions guy. I want to get this started in the sales and marketing. Can you briefly just expand on how somebody in my situation will be able to get to that point where you have acquisition people and you have all these processes in place? So something briefly to help guide me to get to that level, because I'm just kind of on an island by myself trying to get these processes in place. I've moved marketing now to internet. I'm about to dump some money into internet marketing through Facebook and all that, because direct mail takes a lot of my time. Still have my day job. So,
So how many houses have you closed this year?
Just one.
Okay. So here's what I'll tell you. In order to attract the best people in your business, you've got to have a business that's already up and running. I mean, you're still in the very beginning stages. How much are you spending? How much have you spent in marketing this year?
To date, probably I've spent about $5,000, $6,000.
Okay. I can tell you. Have you done any like driving for dollars, door knocking, how many hours have you done of that kind of direct marketing stuff?
0.
Okay. And how much are you going to plan on spending in marketing online?
I budgeted right now about $2,000, and I'm going to back off my direct mail a bit.
Okay. I can tell you got 2 major issues in your business. One is you're not doing enough marketing. There's just not enough going out the door. You've bought one house with the amount of marketing you've done. That's about right. So you have to generate enough leads 2 ways. One is through spending money on outbound marketing. The other piece is working with wholesalers, real estate agents, all that sort of stuff. You've got to get all of that up and running and have a continuous flow of deals before you bring anybody on board. And here's why. How are you going to train those people? Right? Because you got to train them, right? You got to train them how to do sales and marketing and transaction management and all that stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. Can I hand you, a 3-ring binder of our business that has what those people are supposed to do and you can train them that way? Sure, but everybody's business is a little bit different, right? However, you've got to know how each one of those processes work in order to manage those people. So you have to build it up. As an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, I mean, you got to kickstart it. Can you bring people on your team to help you out? Absolutely. But on the marketing and sales side, that's really something you've got to do. Now, what's the other thing that's got me concerned is your direct mail piece, not the actual piece that you're sending out, but the direct mail as a whole. I mean, I run this operation. I still do all of the marketing for both of our companies, both of our real estate companies. And I can tell you, aside from building new lists, looking at new data, all that kind of stuff, it really doesn't take me that long to manage our direct mail. I pay for it once a month, and it goes out the door, and it's I don't want to say it's almost automated, but a lot of my direct mail stuff, I do it once a year, and then all I do is periodically implement it every month, and it doesn't take but an hour or two. So I'd also look at how you're building your direct mail lists and how you're managing that whole process. But yeah, you need more deal flow. Once you start, hitting away at a couple of houses a quarter, then it might be time to bring on some staff. I'll give you a good example. So we've got one of our mastermind students in his first 60 days. Can't remember if it's day 60 or day 90. He's about to generate $100,000 in profit in a month since he started with us. And one of the things that's fascinating is he's contacting me now to help him figure out who he needs to hire because he's so busy buying houses, he can't implement any more of our marketing strategies, and he can't manage rehabs. He can't even set his own appointments now because he's got so many deals coming in. So that's the point at which you start hiring people. It's not hiring people because you don't have time for the business. It's hiring people because you've got so much deal flow, you need to bring people in so you can continue to expand your business. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, and like you said before, that sales and marketing needs to get going, and I'm just struggling with sales and marketing with time constraints. Trying to get this start. I start to just get bogged down, pulling my list, and I think I'm scrubbing them too much, trying to weed out all the ones I don't want. I spend a lot of time doing that, and so yeah, I get it. I just need to get my direct mail more streamlined so I don't spend so much time on it. So I'm just struggling with that aspect of it.
I'll tell you this. People get into this business and they think they're going to get a deal in the first couple of months. And I'll tell you what, I have worked with just about every type of investor out there in just about all of the major markets across the country. And I'll tell you this, what's fascinating, I don't care if you buy into a franchise or you're a one-man shop just starting out. It takes 3 to 6 months if you're going the business route, it takes 3 to 6 months to really realize the revenue from your first deal. Even buy and hold landlords, let's say I was going to contract a property today. I contract a property today. I close on it 30 days from now. The rehab takes about 30 days. It takes me a week or two or maybe another 30 days to put a tenant in there. You're 3 months in. And that's if you bought a house today. That's as an investor. As a business owner, it takes a while for the market to respond to your marketing. And you're building a pipeline. When Tom and I first started out in 2013, we spent $5,000 a month on marketing. We didn't buy our first house until month 4. I'd spent $20,000 in marketing. Now, here's the caveat. In those next 6 months, we bought 7 houses. So in 6 months, we bought 7 houses. First house we made about $90,000 on. Second one we made $125,000. Third one we wholesaled, made $47,000. We took all those dollars, deployed it right back into marketing. January of that next year, 7 months later, we started in July. So in January, we hired our first employee because we were just putting money right back into marketing and growing the business. Again, that's the business side of it.
I'm even willing to commit to that. I could commit $5,000 for 3 months, or how long? 6 months, and I would be willing to commit. I'm just struggling on actually finding those leads and getting those marketing pieces out, and that's, you know, I'm just completely not getting this direct mail down to where it's quick, boom, it's out, go to the next one. But you know, I get it, man. I guess I just need to figure out how to get that direct mail marketing machine going.
I hesitate to say that you have a marketing issue, and here's why. We know statistically, and this is nationwide, I don't care if you're in California, New York, Florida, DFW, Houston, Denver, doesn't matter. If you take a group of 1,000 houses, a random 1,000 houses or 1,000 houses in a neighborhood right next to each other, we know that 3% of those houses will sell in a 12-month period. That's 30 properties. This is one of the things I've been talking a lot about in the last week on my Facebook Live is the art and the science of real estate. And this is, I'm explaining the science of real estate because we know the statistic behind this. So the science of real estate is that in a group of 1,000 houses, we know that 30 will sell over a 12-month period. We also know about 5% of those are available to investors in that 12-month period. Meaning, I can market to 1,000 random houses with no other variables at play, just like 1,000 houses. And it is likely 1 to 2 of those houses are available to me as a real estate investor. So that's why I hesitate to say your issue is marketing, unless you're not marketing consistently. And here's the other caveat to this. We know, based on studies done by like the American Marketing Association, that it takes 7 to 16 times to touch a potential customer before that sale is earned.
1 minute.
So part of this marketing, the science in marketing, is having that conversation with your target market enough times for them to say, yes, I'm ready to do business with you. So there's a little bit of a science here in that what is your marketing supposed to be doing? But I'll tell you, there's no magic list out there. It's literally being in front of them at the time they're ready to sell the house. And that goes for real estate agents and real estate agents, deals on MLS, pocket listings, wholesalers, networking with other investors, for sale by owners. It doesn't matter who you're sourcing your deals from. It's the same type of marketing. So we talk a lot about this in our weekend retreat. James, I appreciate the phone call. We talk about this kind of stuff, the art and the science of real estate in our weekend retreat, which is next weekend. Go to rightpathrealestate.com if you'd like to sign up for it. I think we've got a couple of seats left. We get back from the break, we'll talk more about the difference between an investor and a business owner in real estate. This is Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate.
Mike's off.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment.
Yeah, Daniel, you're right. He needs that head to that weekend retreat. I'll tell you what he really needs.
NextGen is
if he can make it through the application process, he needs to sign up for our mastermind.
We understand that investors aren't just looking
we will
for
get
a number
old
of
boy
what the
tuned up
worth,
quick.
But a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender, NMLS 514497.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Real estate investors, if you're not familiar with Quest IRA, let me tell you what you're missing. We've got free weekly educational classes, networking opportunities, and the ability to tap into trillions of dollars for your real estate investing deals. Come by our office or join us remotely as we simulcast all of our educational classes every Tuesday morning and evening. For more information, call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or visit our website at questira.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check for a truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation.
I want to do a pork
Foundation
butt
Check
this weekend.
has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations. We're not in the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary repair work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
Investor Loan Source is Houston's premier investor loan company. Our products and approval process are unique in the Houston marketplace. First of all, we loan based on the asset alone. That means no credit minimums, no income requirements, and no reserve minimums. Second, we have short-term loans for fix and flips and several long-term options for rental properties. Since we're asset-based lenders, everyone is approved. Check out Investor Loan Source at ils.cash. That's ils.cash.
All right, stand by.
Okay.
This is Business 1110.
All right, hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. I know that last segment got really technical. That's what we cover in our weekend retreat. Tom and I spent an entire day on Sunday just going in, just talking about how to market for deals and how to create and present an offer. If you're offering on deals on MLS through a real estate agent, just kind of like sending an offer in, that contract, the contract to purchase It's not a sales and marketing document. A contract really consummates the relationship between buyer and seller and directs the title company to do certain things in order to get the deal closed. So many people use a contract over MLS as a sales and marketing tool, and that's not what it is. It really establishes the groundwork for how the deal is going to get done. That's not sales and marketing in real estate. That's making offers. You got to ask yourself this: are you in the offer making business or are you in the house buying business? I can tell you I'm in the house buying business. I'm not in the filling out contracts and making offers business. I'm in the house buying business. So you need to structure your business if that's what you want to do. If you just want to invest your money in a couple of rental properties a year, this is a totally separate discussion. You can probably just tune us out for a couple minutes.
2 minutes.
For those of you who want to build a real legacy, something you can pass on to your family, you have to know the difference between making an offer and buying a house. They're two totally different things. Are you in the offer making business or the house buying business? I'm in the house buying business. There's a reason we buy 100 houses a year. We're in the house buying business. Most everybody else that gets stuck, and go to one of your real estate RIAs and ask them, how many houses you bought this year? And a lot of times they'll tell you 1, 2, 0. I haven't bought a house in 5 years. Or everybody is new. That's a telltale sign that they're not consistently doing deals. You need to consistently build a pipeline of buying houses. It's that simple. If you're not really doing this business. And that's okay if you're trying to figure the business out, trying to learn. But at some point, you're going to have to put that learning to action. The end goal of education is action. At some point, you're going to have to get to work. And you're going to have to start buying houses. And you're going to have to make a decision. Am I an investor or am I a business owner? Two totally different things. Do I invest in real estate or am I buying real estate as an owner in a company? Am I deploying my capital for a rate of return, or am I building a profitable enterprise that I can continue to grow and pass on as a legacy if I decided to do that? Can I go into other markets?
20 seconds.
This has been Jason Bible, Right Path Real Estate. Thanks for listening. We've got an event coming up next Thursday. Go to rightpathrealestate.com. We'll be more than happy to have you at that free event. I'm going to talk about how to raise money, how to deploy capital. And then we've got our weekend retreat this next weekend. Rightpathrealestate.com. That's where you can sign up. Thanks for listening, guys. I will see y'all Monday.
All right, Jay. Have a good weekend.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
You've been listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Find Jason and Tom at rightpathrealestate.com.